Here's a question all of us likely have asked at one point or the other. Say you want or need something, but you can't quite afford it at the moment. Well, as they say, there's an app for that. Apps like Klarna allow you to buy now and pay later. It's just one of the lending services that really has exploded in popularity in recent years. And now Klarna is teaming up with DoorDash, allowing users to buy now and pay later for fast food.
Say what now? You can now finance your seed oil laden, crappy, processed, standard American diet takeout food now? Oh God. For people with food addiction, things are about to get a whole lot worse. We got to talk about this right now on the Carnivore Science Channel. Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Liz, and I'm a medical technologist and pharmaceutical chemist with over 30 years of experience in the healthcare sector and pharmaceutical and medical device industry. I'm also a carnivore, have been one since November of 2022. It's a wonderful way of life, and I have a lot of videos here on the channel that talk about that. But today, I want to talk about the fact that we are now financing DoorDash. Yep, you can finance DoorDash. Let's get into this. This is an article by MoneyWatch. This, I believe, came out today. So, DoorDash and Klarna partner to offer an Eat Now, Pay Later plan. I got a lot to say about this. Let's check it out. DoorDash and fintech company Klarna are joining forces to offer customers of the food delivery app the option of buying now and paying later. DoorDash customers will have the option to either pay in full or pay in 4 equal installments, or to postpone payment to a more convenient time, such as a date that aligns with their paycheck, DoorDash said Thursday in a news release. All right. If you are living check to check to the point that you run out of money before your next check, the last thing you need to spend your money on is DoorDash. Just saying. That is so irresponsible from a financial perspective. But I know a lot of people are doing that today. It's like my kids do the same thing. They will spend their last dime ordering DoorDash. And there's a pretty simple reason for this. They're addicted to crappy processed food is the problem. And they basically jones for it to the point where they'll spend, if they have bills to pay, they'll probably get DoorDash and not pay their bills. This is a serious problem. Let's see what else they have to say. Deferring payments as a service for food purchases is increasingly widespread and already offered by DoorDash rival Grubhub, as well as Walmart shoppers and those who bank at JP Morgan Chase. Didn't know that. The Buy Now, Pay Later service, to be launched in the coming months, according to the announcement, comes amid an economic climate that has more Americans reluctant to apply for credit card, mortgage, or car loans, data published on Monday by the New York Federal Reserve shows. Discouraged borrowers, those who reported needing credit but not applying for fear of being declined, reached 8.5% in February, the highest since the Fed began tracking in 2013. Welcomed by shoppers as an interest-free way to make purchases from clothing to travel, BNPL loans let borrowers pay over time. Usage of BNPL services surged during the pandemic, helping drive an online shopping boom. The pact with DoorDash marks a milestone in Klarna's expansion into everyday spending categories, David Sykes, the company's chief commercial officer, stated. Now, let me say, this whole, basically, I used to refer to it as same as cash. Same as cash options, which says that if you use a credit card, for instance, like you can do this with Home Depot or Lowe's. If you use your credit card, your Lowe's credit card or Home Depot credit card, they give you options. They say if you pay whatever you owe over a 12-month period and you pay it off by this date, it's same as cash. You do not get charged an interest rate. The thing is that when you have too many of these options, too many different things that you do this way, you can easily get overburdened because you're living beyond your means. You're getting things before you have the money to pay for it, which is not always a bad thing. But if you do it too often, and God help you if you actually go beyond the date, because you get charged a buttload of interest. It is disastrous if you ever do that. What I have used that kind of scenario for, like Lowe's or Home Depot, is for household projects. Like when I bought the house that I'm in, I had to replace all the floors. And that can be really expensive. So what I would do is, and I had several other things I needed to do, like I needed appliances. So when I needed floors, I went and did the same as cash option for the, I believe it was Home Depot. And they give you like, I don't know, 24 months or something like that. And I ended up paying it off really fast, like within 6 months or something like that. And it was an easy way for me to do a larger project because it was a chunk of money. You know, getting floors replaced cost a decent amount. But it was interest free because I was, I did the same as cash. But at the same time, I got to do it sooner, so it was okay. But I had I had the feeling I had to get rid of that payment. I needed to get it paid off really fast because if anything were to happen, you can get into trouble. The fact that, for bigger things like that, that's one thing, the same as cash option. But for crappy food that's killing you, to put yourself in financial distress because you're addicted to this food, that's just really sad. It's very, very sad. And I think most of these companies are counting on the fact that people are going to get overstretched and they're going to be up shit creek and they're going to have, they're going to default and then they're going to charge them all the interest. They're going to go past the time limit and, that I believe that's what they're counting on. I think that's the reason they do it, honestly. So let's see. Yet some BNPL providers drew complaints of giving customers the runaround in cases of disputed charges or returned items. That's a good point too, prompting regulatory action by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau in May of 2024. That's true. Like if you have this same as cash terms, they're not going to tend to believe you if you get the wrong order or if your order's messed up or something like that and you have to complain. They're probably going to give you more crap. Consumer Reports is among the advocates warning shoppers to be on guard against buy now, pay later loans, saying some come with high interest rates and fees. Oh, all of them come with high interest rates and fees if you miss the, paying your little payments. Klarna defended its business model in a blog post saying because it does not charge interest, it relies on customers paying on time as opposed to credit cards. Those who miss payments are cut off from deferring more, a practice that leaves 99% of its lending repaid, it said. Its average user owes the company $100. If what they're saying is true, then that's good that they don't let people just get in a giant hole, I guess. The deal with DoorDash comes as the Swedish company readies an IPO. Founded in 2005, the food delivery and takeout platform partners with 675,000 merchants in 26 countries. So I guess it's not as bad as I thought it was, but this is just horrible. This is a horrible thing because, number one, the food, when you get takeout food, and I'm sorry, but the only thing, the McDonald's burgers, I've talked on the channel before about how I go to McDonald's and get plain quarter pounder patties because they're not cooked with seed oils. They're 100% beef. I mean, sure, they're made at McDonald's, but it's the only place a carnivore can get something like takeout. Like, there are very few places that you can get meat that's not cooked in seed oils, that is not processed. Like, everything is carbs, like all over. So, if you're eating this food and it's killing you, it's killing your health, it's really hurting you from a health perspective. And then on top of it, it's making you financially dependent. That's just terrible. And it shows the state of our country. If that's such a popular thing, like if this is something that they're offering now and it's so popular, it tells you how many people just overextend ordering food. And it's an event. It's a huge event. Like, people do it for entertainment. I know my kids do. They get bored and they get DoorDash. They're not hungry. They're just bored. And then they're eating for sport, and they're eating for, it's called hedonic eating, which is eating for pleasure. You're not hungry. You don't need sustenance, but you eat to entertain yourself. You eat because you're bored and you want to, you want to experience eating stuff. You're just addicted to food. Neither one of my kids have a weight problem, but this eating food like that will make them sick. I almost think it's almost better if you gain weight when you eat garbagey food, because if you don't gain weight, the food is still doing the damage. But really the main incentive that people, have for stopping eating like that a lot of times is not health, it's just weight. They don't want to be overweight, so they do something about it. But if you're thin, like, my kids are both thin, so it's like they can eat, whatever they want and they're not going to gain a pound. That's not necessarily lucky because it's still doing all the damage on the inside. So what do you guys think? Is our civilization really going downhill now that we're ordering our trashy food in 4 easy installments? Or, is it just the meme coming to life? Where, the meme where it says, going to the grocery store, but I have to stop off at the bank and get a loan first, because food is so expensive. I don't know. I think it's a little bit crazy, but, and apologies again for the water buffalo and the parakeet factory out there. Hopefully it wasn't too disruptive on the video, but, toddlers, what you going to do? I don't know. But if you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, please do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.